I killed him.
I killed him.
Everybody, this is my review for Hatchet 3, and it's going to be the third part in my three-part Hatchet series. I wanted to review 1 through 3 since 3 just came out. So part 3 of Hatchet. This time it's not directed by Adam Green. The first 2 films are written and directed by Adam Green. This time he only wrote it. This one's directed by a guy named B.J. McDonnell. I'm not sure of his background. But basically Hatchet 3 starts off right where Hatchet 2 ends. And where it ends is where Daniel Harris is fighting Victor Crowley. Basically, she escapes the bayou. She goes to town, and that's how the third movie starts. She comes in this police station. And there's our setup. All the cops go back out into the bayou to look for, you know, these murdered bodies from part 2. So it's basically a formula. You know, people keep getting drawn back to the bayou there and running across Victor Crowley. The beginning of this movie is really cool. They have a Guar song during the credits, and just the beginning action scene is really cool. Then it slows down in the middle, and this one's not as funny as the first 2. The first one's the funniest, second one not as funny. This one's not as funny, but the beginning on this one was really cool. Once we get in the story, we find a little bit more about Victor Crowley. Not much. And then some of the stuff is just thrown in there. It seems like to throw B-movie actors cameos in here. But, they get a few of them in, definitely. One of the guys that's in this is funny. It's the guy from Gremlins, Zach Galligan. He plays the sheriff. I thought that was just funny. There's a couple little funny things. Victor Crowley, makeup-wise, looks a little better in this film than he did in the second one. And by the end of the film, I liked, in total, how they had explained Victor Crowley. He's basically like an entity. They explained that in the second one, so it's not a spoiler, but he's basically more like a ghost, and it's kind of a cool thing because when you think about it, it kind of explains like how Jason or somebody would have to be to survive all the damage they take. And of course, in this movie, the damage Victor Crowley takes is a lot more extreme, but it's to kind of emphasize the point that he could just keep resurrecting himself, basically. So they resort to different methods to wind up getting rid of him, and I like the way they ended this film. I don't want to say how they ended it, but it was a nice closure. So it's like you have like a 3-story, you know, 3-film arc, and it comes out pretty nicely, even though the films aren't that good. You know, it's a nice thing. You can watch 1 through 3, and it's an actual story arc with an ending. Not a perfect movie by far. I think it's a little bit better than the second one, just because the beginning was cool, the end was cool. The middle, like I said, it's just stuff to, you know, push the story to kill people, basically. So this one I'm going to give a 3 out of 5 because I really like the way they ended the 3 parts of Hatchet, you know, basically. So I don't know if Adam Green plans on making more Hatchet movies. You can probably let me know below. Tell me what you thought of the 3-part franchise. I'm sure there's going to be more in the future. I kind of like the way they ended it. They left it open for more of them. I would like to see it get more extreme like some of the Jason sequels did. Maybe leave the core area they started in. That would be nice to see in the future films. But yeah, 3 out of 5. It's a fun movie to watch, especially if you've seen the first 2 Hatchet movies. Start with the first one. The first one's definitely the best one, but this one's a little bit better than the second. All right, guys, see you next time, and let me know what you thought about it.